Oh no. Anyway. Good afternoon, Internet family. So, if you're wondering what happened to my hair, it's raining. Lady at Goodwill said, "Oh, I like your dress. You look so Irish." Or something like that, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's because I look like Meridia. So I got these little light bright things from like back in the day. And I was thinking like, oh, that'd be super cool to like make jewelry with or something, right? Creative. And then I tried to use them and I realized how big they were. So I might have to like find some minis would probably work better. But I was thinking about doing something with the light bright sticks, the color sticks. I don't know what to do yet. Y'all need to help me out with this. I was thinking about doing like a pegboard that was like interchangeable and I could change it up whenever I want to and like just make a necklace. Like a square. I don't know, something. I just started. So, I don't know. Maybe some earrings. I thought that'd be kind of cool, like nostalgic-ish. And then it's something I can add to my eBay and Etsy. So, yay. Another idea that I had was maybe instead of making it a panel, pull this. Only thing I don't know what to do is you have to bake this for like 15 minutes. And I don't think they're going to last in the oven for 15 minutes. They're going to look like those. What are those little things that you end up melting? They're like little peg things, but you melt them and then they all stick together and they make like this, like a hot plate or something. I forget what they're called. Y'all know what I mean. Comment what I mean. Because I can't remember what they're called. But they're like these little circles and they're colorful, kind of like this. They're not clear. Well, some of them are kind of clear like that. But they're more like solid color. I see them in Goodwill all the time in like the craft stuff. And you can like iron them and they melt together and I cannot remember what they're called. And not shrinky dinks. I'm not meaning shrinky dinks. Although shrinky dinks are pretty cool. So today is actually Tasty Tuesday. And like I said, in yesterday's stream, I've been trying to redo my calendar. So, today's socials was IG Post, and then Amazon, eBay, Etsy, all the sale sites. Like we were talking yesterday about multi-posting and cross-posting and stuff like that, making sure that you're covering all your bases as far as we talked a little bit about the link tree, which is one link, totally fine. But when people get in there, it's like they kind of get overwhelmed. So it's not like it's not a direct link and not everybody has every social media style. So, independently posting to each one of those is like mandatory, but you have to look at each angle. So like your main post, like a clip, a video, you could tag yourself somewhere or you could tag a product in it. And don't forget to promote yourself, especially if you're up and coming in the social media world. Always, and everything that you do, always put your name on it. It's something that I learned late. Trying to think. All right, so today's house chores. Mind you, I did switch the calendar around. So if you guys are used to my streams, usually I would have kitchen and and trash on Monday. I've done switched that to Tuesday, making a kitchen and washroom, because Sunday is now trash day where I live now. So, um, I had to switch it up a little. Like, I'm still in the process of building this PDF out for y'all. Um, but it's a good starter, I think. Um, and so for Tasty Tuesday meal planning and order, we already did the order last week, but I have like broken down um, some of the paperwork that you would need. I already did that in Canva. Canva is very cookie cutter, just fair warning. But you know, because if you're wanting to promote stuff and you're wanting to make it individualized, I suggest, like, if you have the ability to draw out your own designs and then just upload them. But a lot of times you can't. And like, especially when you're coming from nothing, like you're literally just starting this, you have no funding, you have no backup as far as like support, like social media wise, other than, you know, the people that you may know that are already on social media. And that is a good place to start, but I'll be honest with you, most of your support's going to come from strangers. People who don't even know who you are going to be your biggest supporters. So be aware to look outside of your normal grouping of people. And it depends on what it is that you're trying to promote, or if you're trying, like, what angle you're coming from. So, and my personal is a little chaotic. So it's not just one niche, so to speak. You don't have just one idea or one way of being sometimes. And some of the things that you're promoting, like, say for example, you're a nail technician and you're promoting your nails on one page, and then like on a different page you're promoting your nails, but you're also promoting like other things that you do. Like, it depends on like what angle you're wanting to come from. I personally would try to cover as many angles as you possibly can, just because of the fact that there's going to be so many different ideas on things and so many different opinions on things. You know, and you want to, if you are trying to get yourself out there, you want to look at not just, sometimes you can look at just one aspect, which is great. It's very focused, especially if you're like, I don't know, like a makeup artist or something like that, or like you have your own brand of like skincare or something like that, you know? Like, you'll start off with the main, but the sale is never the sale. Like, the money's not in the sale itself. Like, even if you're selling yourself, not in that way, but promoting yourself and promoting your brand, the money is not in the original sale. It's in the accessories. And that goes for any industry. The money is always in the accessory. The sale is just the starter. That's just like, you know, the deposit. The accessory is the maintenance that needs to be done to it, or the like the other products that need to go with it, or like little tchotchke things, like, I don't know, merch. So your brand has to have more than one aspect to it for it to be able to be out there, I guess. And not always, but like for the most part, yeah. This is stuff that most of you guys already know, and every time I talk on here, y'all are always telling me like different things about just different aspects of what it is that y'all are doing. So, and y'all, if you've followed me the entire time, then you understand where I'm coming from. If you can get past me talking. Okay, so another thing too, in socials, I forgot to add some of my other socials that I had. I just recently added them, and I forgot to add them into the social section for posting and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Let me actually go ahead and add that today, because I only have 2 things on for today. So an IG post, and mind you, I don't know the best. Okay, well, let me just look it up. Best day to post on, what is that? Lemonade or something? Okay. This one actually has evening times a little bit more. It says Monday 6 to 10, Tuesday to Thursday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Friday 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Post or any time can maximize your visibility and engagement on the platform. All right, so 9 a.m. does work, except for Tuesday through Thursday and Sunday. So those would be more 1 p.m. Yeah. Either way, you're going to be out there if you do at 9 a.m. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at 9 a.m. So IG post today and Lemonade. I'm adding that. Fansly. Find a time. Weekly on Tuesdays between 9 and 10. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to continue that for all events. Oh, whoops. I fucked up the typing. That's going to mess with me if I don't change it right now. I'm not anal retentive about certain things, but some things I am. Okay. So Amazon share links and promotions, coupon codes. I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to delete it. Delete. Goodbye. All events. Adios. So now I have the 10:30 slot open. Which, mind you, I'm not sticking to this officially, like, time-wise. I'm just looking at it as, like, a list for myself. It's just whenever I go live, I start going through the list. That's my kids. My kids added me to, like, a family group chat on Snapchat, and they decided to add their boyfriends and stuff, too. And it's just weird. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like, when I had kids, I never even thought forward to them having relationships. And, like, I mean, I knew that they would eventually, like, do their own thing. But, like, I was not prepared for adult children. And mine were all born 2 years apart. So it was like as soon as Bubba turned 21, or turned 18, it was like back to back to back to back. Now it's like, okay, he's an adult. Now Angela's an adult. Renee's about to be an adult. Gavin's got like 2-3 years. So, and it was very harsh for me to accept and deal with the fact that my kids are adults. It's like a whole new world. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so eBay review sales, add items, and budget. I already did add new items to the eBay. I have not added to Etsy yet. I don't know why I'm going live on my phone when I have Streamlabs set up. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I'll log into this one real quick. So yeah, I'm not real sure what I'm gonna do yet. Let me check the. Oh, did I open these? I logged out. I should have locked it. I do this every time. I always log out and turn off the computer instead of just locking it, so that way I can come back to it later and everything will still be open. So now I have to wait and see if it'll open up everything again. And then I have to re-log into everything. I always do this. It's an issue. I might put like a little sticky note. Don't turn me off. This year, eBay sales $480. Mind you, that's just since January. So let me go back into. Oh, it's only doing this year. Selling cost total is 66% of the total sales. And like I said, I'm trying to get that selling cost down. Unfortunately, eBay adds the fucking shipping fees in there, which zero out anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But it fucks with the algorithm of it, like the actual numbers of it. So it makes it look like it's a lot more, but you're really not getting a whole lot. You're about getting a quarter of what your total sales are. So listing impressions 42,131, which is up 68%. Page views is up 53%. Sales conversion rate is down 1.1, and click-through rate is 0.1 points. So I'm still sharing the page. As you can see, that there has been an uptick in listing impressions. So people are actually looking at them, but they're not buying, which is fine. I'm probably going to have to redo it anyways because of pricing, and I'm starting to do bulk because I need to get rid of this shit. Plus, like this next week, we're going to be looking at the next 6 months. Reminder, I do need to go ahead and add in there into my Canva a 6-month calendar separate. Well, actually, no. I'll just go ahead and make a new calendar in my Google Calendar. No, because I want to print it. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know why I'm so stuck on having a physical item. Like, everybody's so into the I'm going to pay for it, but I'm not going to actually own it shit right now. There's no physical items. So for me, I'm like stuck in the past where I have to have a physical item to, double back. I have to have both sides. So when I put it in a digital form, I mean, that's all fine and good. Don't get me wrong. But for myself, I feel like I have to have a paper copy of everything. I have to have a physical copy in front of me. It's weird. So, why am I taking it out? I already have it set up. So I was thinking another option. I know my brain is like bouncing around everywhere right now. Oh, that might be too small. I was thinking about doing some kind of like rainbow ladder thing. The rainbow mohawk. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I'm going to be doing, and you need to do it too, is the next 6 months review, or not review, plans for what you're going to do for the rest of the year. So that way you have it already planned out. You can just look at it at a glance, so to speak. And now you know what to work towards, because it's easy for me to fill this out every day. But if I don't work towards a goal, all I'm going to do is just repeat the same cycle that I did last time. I'm just going to be talking about the same shit over and over again. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. I'm trying to get ideas here. Y'all help me out. But yeah, I think the pegboard was probably the best bet. I need to make it a little thicker because the bottom of this, the peg, probably wrong color. All right, the peg has like a little nub on the end of it, but then there's like this secondary nub. And that sticks out of the clay if I make it too thin. So I'm going to have to make it a little thicker. Which is not fun because I don't really like having a lot of heavy jewelry on. But anyway. All right. How far was that? Tasty Tuesday meal plan in order. Budget for eBay. I already done one past my budget. I was only giving myself $10 for this week, and I think I already done spent that yesterday or whenever it was that I went last time. I don't know. But I'm not putting money into this week because A, I have to get rid of the stuff that I have, and B, because I have to pay for ink and packaging. So the money that I would have put into buying this week, I actually had to put into something else. So, which I didn't budget properly. That's my fault. So, whatever. Um, I'm still in the process of learning all of this along with you. So, this is the behind the scenes of me learning, and hopefully, you can learn with me. Um, so, for the budget aspect of it, let me open up Every Dollar real quick. I need to change this dashboard around. No, I don't want your ads. IP address. So, going into next month, because this is the last week of the month, I'm not even going to look at, okay, well, this is already been cleared. So, I'm going into June. Right now, it says I'm $261 over budget. So, um, okay. That fixed $100 of it. All right. So cell phone, Amazon, YouTube, Google, Etsy, grocery order, insurance, PO box, which I already put money aside. House, gas, random purchases, emergency fund, savings, maintenance, personal date night, Goodwill, garden, health, pets, holiday, and challenges. Snowballing low to high. Right now, I have bank tolls, gap, and loans, and I'm not even going there with that. I made the mistake of not funding myself first. And this is what I keep saying to you guys is that, you have to take that 10% off the top and put it into yourself. You have to invest in yourself. So whether that's like self-care, or if it's something that you're working on, like a project, or if it's something that you want to have in the future, um, take that 10% off the top and put it towards that. I did get a payout from eBay, but like I said, I have to use that towards ink. So I already have $20 put away for eBay. So whatever they send me will probably go towards that. Um, so I do have to add in here for the variables. Instead of random purchases, I'm actually going to relabel that for shipping supplies, because it's random, or seller supplies. Yeah. Seller supplies. Because, all right, rename the item. I don't care. I have to remember to be able to put some money back into the business. So part of your P&L is going to be that. I did not work out my P&L for this next month. Probably need to. But so far I have $20 in that. And I don't know how much I'll have, so I'll have to wait until they actually do the deposit for that. Because each time it's different. It's weird. I don't know. They'll tell you they're going to deposit a certain amount, and then it ends up being a different number. So it's weird. Maybe it's just me. um, what if I put two of them next to each other and made like an ice pop? That'd be kind of cool too. Yeah, because if I took two orange ones and put it right next to each other, it would look like ice pop. And that would be super cute for summer. Some ice pop earrings. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. Try to get them knocked down as far as I can. Put this one right next to it. Probably I could use like a different color for the stick, but the base of them are so big. I'll have to get the minis. I'm gonna have to. It's not an option anymore. If I want to do this, I'm gonna have to use the minis because it's too big. But I mean, it does kind of look like an ice pop or like an outlet. That's weird. Looks like a plug. Oh, it's funny. It's like an outlet. It's like I'll plug it into the wall. Oh, let's wear outlet earrings. I'm electric. There. Anyway. Would be cool to have them interchangeable, but I feel like these pegs would fall out if I did do that. Like, I could put a pink and blue one in there. Mind you, it's still soft. They look like pills. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Either way, y'all help me out. So, comment in the bottom of what I should do with them because I really don't know. Oh, it's starting to get black on the bottom of them. Anyway. Alright. Whatever. Those are the ones that I'm using. So, blah, blah, blah. Let me get back on track here. I see. Distracted. Squirrel. Alright. Seller supplies. I really should put that into my sinking funds. Because I'm not going to pay for that every month. What was that? Coming in? Did you just knock on the door? That's so weird. It sounded like someone was knocking on the door, but it's just the cat. That's hilarious. Okay. The cat knocks on the door to come in now, evidently. Alright. That's new. She's smart. Hang on. Most animals are smart. Because they don't speak the same way you do. Goodness. Alright, remove me from this family chat thing because it's already annoying. Lord. Okay, so putting this in here with my crafts because I don't know what else to do with it. I'm actually going to delete that. Delete item. Sinking funds. Add item. Shipping supplies. Nope. Selling. Seller supplies. I can't type. Can you tell? Oh my god. I might have to kick off of the phone. Thanks for the follow. Where the hell's at? Y'all's streamer names are the fucking most hilarious I've ever seen. I swear. Okay, so. Oh my god, I'm probably legit gonna like delete that. Alright. Alright, so Amazon, share links. Get link. I forgot. I logged out everything. Fuck. I hate this. I have to log back in. See, the bad thing about having a Chromebook for so long is that, like, after a while, it just doesn't want to work anymore. It just doesn't want to do anything anymore. And I probably overloaded the motherfucker, like, really bad. So, all right. Income verified and Snap users get half off of Prime. In theater, movies at home, Warfare, which I actually do want to watch. Father's Day is coming up. And, 50% off Prime is still a thing. All right, so I'm just going to post that Prime Day is in July again. As soon as it'll do it. Prime Day is back. Open. Show link. Just posting it like that. I'm being lazy today. Cancel. Twitter. Live posting. Starship can reach Mars in 6 months, every 26 months when the planets align. They have to have a triangulation for time travel. I mean, it's mandatory. You have to have an end point. You have to have a beginning point, or else you're just going to crash land. And humans, I don't think, can time travel at this point because the DNA would be radiated too much. All right, there's that post. Okay, so posted Amazon link. I also, you know what I should do? I need to go in there and post my link. What the hell is that? I don't know what I just watched. Anyway, all right. So Linktree, share. I don't know why my Linktree still does that. Why does it only show? Anyway, I'm not getting into that conversation right now. All right. Let's see. Okay. And like I said, if you guys have any like seller tips and tricks and stuff like that, let me know. And I'm probably doing this too old school. I don't know. Maybe I need to update my shit and think a little bit more future thinking. But right now I'm kind of just stuck in whatever I have. All right. Ink. Right now I just need black ink. I did purchase it from Staples last time. But let's see how much Walmart has a dual pack for. I think it's like $40. Walmart ink dual pack. That's probably not it. All right, let me just ink. Canon. I think that's the one. Yeah. Canon. All right, for a oh my God. $66. Holy shit. No. How about we go for the cheapest one possible? Why is ink so expensive? Holy shit. The 2-pack. Shit. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on now. Copy and paste that shit. I'm going to print it back in there. And then I'm going to do cheapest freaking price first. $37, $32, $29 for an extra large, and it's on clearance. Okay, I think I could do that one. It's an extra large. Also compatible for 245 and 246. So what I'm looking for right now is what number my ink cartridges are for my printer. Bring it back over. Hello. Thank you. All right, 244 and 245. They're pretty generic for those color codes for at least Canon. I don't know about the other ones, but I'm gonna add that one because it's only $30. Because it seems to be the cheapest one. The next one up is 32, 34. Yeah, 32.84. I'm only saving like $5, but still, it's a little bit more manageable, and it's on clearance, so I wouldn't be able to get two. But it's an extra large, and it is also compatible. So, worst case scenario that I know I already need to plan for at least $35. So in my every dollar, I'm going to put 35 for the seller supplies. No, because, oh, yeah, I need to get some of those bags, like the reseal. You know what I'm talking about? Like the seller bags. Resealable bags for small business. So we already know 35. Where is the ones I'm looking for? Poly bag, maybe? Shipping bags. I don't want them to be clear because then they can see through it. All right. Resealable. Bag. Here we go. All right. So for 100 polymalers, it's $8.16, but for 50, it's $8.64. All right, I'm just going to add the 100. It's 12 by 15. It's self-sealing. 8 by 12. I need the 12 by 15 for the clothes. Now here's one with colors. And it's only $13.99. And you get 100 pieces. I can make them colorful. I didn't know that was an option. Now, it'd be cool if they had multicolors all mixed in. That'd be cool. Those are very bright for the teal colored ones. And then there's hot pink. Let's go with teal. Oh, I was going to say it's out of stock. What? No. Teal, 12 by 15, $17.49. So, I'm going to add that one. Oh, pickup is not available. I'd have to have it shipped here. Why does it say Nashville? Anyway. All right. So now I know mailers are about 20 bucks too. It's 35. Or, well, 33. So, no, 35 because taxes plus 20. Yeah. All right. So back into every dollar. 35 plus 20 is 55. So I'll have to put back $55 for the mailers and for the ink. Mainly the ink. I do have a couple of mailers left, but not many. And so yeah, I went ahead and added that in. Still $216 over budget. And that's only because I put money back for the kids. But I already did that, so I can actually take that out. No, because I have to leave that in there because I already have that accounted for. Yeah, I gotta leave that in there. Okay. Okay, that part's done. So Etsy, like I said, I haven't had any sales from Etsy yet. Yeah, 0 views, 0 total visit, 0 orders, 0 revenue. It says I only have 3 active listings. I swore I had 4. Anyway, all right, so I got to build out, add more items to Etsy, right? So where are we at here? Etsy. Review sales. Add items. Budget, which, mind you, I pay for these items to be on Etsy, so I need to sell them. And promotion. Save all events. Bam. Okay. House chores. kitchen does not have anything in the listing, but I do need to clean up the fridge. Bad. All right, so meal plan in order. I'm going into my Canva. And going into my daily planner. Or no, meal planner. Sorry. Now we just did the order. So the meal planner always asks me if I want to open the freaking app. I don't want to open the app. Leave me alone. All right, here's the meal planner. This is the one that I'm using currently, so I really need to put that one in the front. It gives you the daily, gives you 3 slots for a daily, and then you have your grocery shopping list right there. That's going to help when you're pulling items and you run out of them, you just pull it up there. So I'm going to copy. Oh, I can't copy it. Ah, no. The ultimate downfall. Well, I guess I could use this one for this week. It's already printed. That one I already had another copy. Ta-da! Problem solved. It's really not as hard as you think. It's just not on your mind. All right, so I know for a fact that we have beef, we have chicken, we got andouille, we got other meats. Fish. Already used the pizza. So there we go. So we'll do what Monday's already done. Tuesday. So tonight, yesterday we did the pizza. All right, so today we'll do the sausage. Kind of switch it up a little. And then we'll do beef because we haven't done beef in a while. Then we'll go back to chicken, pasta, chicken, because I have a ton of chicken right now, and leftover day, because I always forget to put a leftover day in there, and then we have all these leftovers, and Jeff does not like to throw out food at all. I don't blame him, but at all. So if I end up leaving stuff in there, which I am prone to do, I forget about stuff, especially if it gets pushed to the back. Oh, forget it. So snacks, I'll probably make some kind of cake or cookies. I'm trying to keep the sugars low. So if I have, I'm going to try to do some sugar, I know it's gross, but sugar-free recipes. And I also want to do a sugar-free apple pie for Jeff because he likes apples. Or he likes pie. So, and then I have a shit ton of apples that I have to go through anyways. So I was going to do that. All right, so we did pizza. So sausage and what goes good with sausage? Let's just look it up. Sausage recipe. I don't know. My mom always used to look through her cookbooks. I just look through the internet. Sausage and onions. Sausage, onions, and peppers. And it's vegan. Not that I care. Sausage looks like casserole. Peppers and onions. Sausage, peppers, and onions sounds pretty good right now. Sausage, peppers, and onions, and rice. Or do I want to do it on a sandwich? Because I could make bread. I don't have enough time to make bread. Maybe tomorrow. So, sausage, peppers, and onions. And tomorrow, beef. Because I gotta use up those apples. I wonder if there's like a. Well, I might do that with chicken. Chicken and apple kind of thing. With the beef, I have ground beef, specifically lean. Ground beef taco casserole. That's not for you. Hey, baby. Cheeseburger cups. Oh, I can make like a stromboli. Or I could put some elbows in there with some tomatoes. That looks pretty good. I haven't had that in a long time. My mom used to make it. And what is a recipe that like you ate when you were younger that you absolutely love? Oh my god, fucking love. Um, Simple taco soup. That was a staple with all of us. Taco soup. I might make that actually. I'm gonna make taco soup. And then the chicken and apples. Chicken and apples. With rosemary. And I have rosemary growing in the yard. They also have honey mustard chicken and apples. That looks pretty good too. They've got all of it cubed with carrots and broccoli. I don't know about that though. That looks like it might be gross. I do need I do need to get rid of the carrots and broccoli too. So we'll do that. And it's got bacon in it. And I do have bacon. Let me see. What seasoning you got in here? Scrolling through the 70 years worth of conversation that happens before the fucking recipe is absolutely insane. It should just put the fucking recipe at the top. Olive oil, pepper, bacon, broccoli, sweet potato. Oh, sweet potato. I need to get rid of that too. Onion, apples, garlic, thyme. I have that. Don't have cinnamon. I do have five spice though, in the stock. So thyme is the spice. Thyme and cinnamon. Okay. And I probably could put rosemary in there too. Pasta, probably make Alfredo. Fried. And leftovers. There we go. Meal plan already planned out for the week. And there we go. Hold on. Literally took that long. I'm going to leave this open because I don't know where I got it from. All right. So, kitchen, just clean out your fridge. Washroom, make sure that your pipes are clear because we ran into an issue. All of a sudden, the pipes for the washing machine just like kept backing up, and we still don't have it fixed. But he used the snake, and I used a whole bottle of Drano, and it still did not fucking work. So I don't know what's going on. I think he's gonna have his friend look at it, but we probably do need a plumber. Also, make sure your plugs and your vents are clear. Make sure that the plugs inside of your house, all the outlets, go around, unplug whatever you don't need. Okay? You don't realize how much money you'll save by doing that. Each electronic, even when turned off, gives off, I think it's like 30 watts a month. So everything that's plugged in, think of that as 30 every single time. Hey, it's Rick. How are you? Um, okay, meal plan. I already did the order. Plan for the week done. Nice. Okay, so I already did the order, but I did go ahead and add to the next order, possibly the ink and the. But I'll end up buying that ahead before we do the next order. I need it before then. Need it like today. um, let's see numbers. Um, One of the things I'm probably going to end up adding to numbers is going back into Khan Academy and learning algebra or learning numbers, because I feel like if you understand numbers, you can literally rule the world. We were watching The Accountant last night, and I don't know how many of those little note like things that they touched on hit home like so hard. um, One thing that I liked about that movie was like the way he had his camper set up. I thought that was funny. So if you get a chance to watch The Accountant, the scene where he goes into the camper and she follows behind him, like that's funny. um, that's like my kind of camper if I would have had one. It's an Airstream. Um, so yeah, meal plan and order already done for this week. Numbers going back into Khan Academy and learning baseline math, because that constantly, learning is necessary for our advancement. So there's that. So we have this. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. And then actual budget, like I said, when you're planning forward or you're going into your sinking funds, um, make sure that you're adding in things for future purchases. Don't just, I understand a lot of us are like financially strapped right now, and I am like the epitome of this. But every penny, every dollar, that's why it's called that, every dollar needs to go towards something. And even though most of us end up, we just pay the bills and we're lucky if we can stay afloat, or we're just so far in debt that we don't know what to do with it. Money management, if you don't have some kind of understanding of money management growing up, as an adult, it's going to affect every aspect of your life. Um, and if you don't get a hold of your finances now, you won't be able to have what you want in the future. So having a budget, although daunting or seemingly daunting, thank you. It's mandatory. Um, I mean, as much as money is a requirement in most of society today, uh, even if you're into trading things, you're still going to have to keep up with that. So, having a budget or having something where you can look at the full view of everything, it really does help give you a solid foundation to work with. Um, so, um, I mean, it's so far, if you really like actually do it, and this is me talking to myself, like if you actually fucking do what you say you're gonna do, life will be easier, right? um, it's never easy. Life is never like easy, and if it is easy, usually something is going wrong in the background. It's like toddlers. You leave them alone and it starts to get quiet, they're getting into trouble. You know what I mean? Like you need to start looking at what they're doing. So when you have a quiet time in your life, you have to really like stand back and be like, okay, am I missing something? Am I missing something that's gonna like blindside me out of nowhere? So, um, so just be aware of your surroundings. Um, Gym, like I said, we're working on core, arms, and back. I'm not really doing much with my legs anymore. My hips, my tailbone from the accident, and my knees are like just fighting me right now. Like they do not like me. Um, so I'm trying to go babying them, but I'm probably gonna end up regretting that later. But right now I'm babying them. Um, Goodwill, personal items. Been trying to build out my summer wardrobe. This was actually one of the dresses that I got from Goodwill. Um, so I like dresses during the summertime. It's very comfortable. It's very airy. I don't have to worry about like being too hot. Um, which I do overheat a lot in the summertime. Household. I didn't really need anything for the house. I think Jeff got some stuff for the house. For sale, I'm not buying anything for sale because, like I said, on the Etsy and eBay, I'm trying to push what I already have. And total money, I'm not spending any money this week. So I'm just going to zero that out. Um, yes, dresses are awesome. Um, Supper, already planned out, meal plan for the week. I do need to take breakfast out of there. I eat breakfast. Jeff doesn't really eat breakfast. He doesn't eat until the evening. So clean up today. Like I said, the motherfucking clothes. Oh my god, y'all. I didn't realize how lazy I am until I started doing laundry and dishes started backing up, and so getting back on track. Cleaning up, putting my clothes away, getting rid of those motherfucking sale clothes. And nightly routine tonight is oiling. So I did not purchase hair oil this last week. I was going to, and I didn't. So if y'all have a suggestion for hair oil, let me know because I'm trying to do stuff with that. Mani pedi, I already did my nails. Jeff actually did my did the color choice this time, so I did my hands and my feet together the same color for his birthday. So power down, charging station. While I'm doing my clothes, I'm going to clean off my side table. It's been like a month. So yeah. I think that's pretty much it for Tasty Tuesday. I kind of wanted to run through it for only like about an hour today. I know I've been kind of going a little bit longer lately. But we kind of had an appointment this morning, so I kind of threw our day off, and timing is interesting. Even though we get up at like, well, officially wake up somewhere between 5 and 6, we don't actually get a bed until like 8 or 9. That's horrible. But yeah. So I've been looking at like how fast the days go by. Even though it's summer and the sun stays out a lot longer, here lately it's been like really cloudy, rainy, and it's been just gloomy overall. So, and then the other day, yesterday, actually, I randomly out of nowhere developed like this massive pain in my side. It was right after I got off the stream yesterday. I was actually planning to come back on the stream, and then all of a sudden that happened, and I panicked. I had not felt that much pain since the wreck. I don't know if I ate something or if like my freaking organ exploded inside me. Like that's how it felt. It started in the back right here in the rib cage, and then it like slowly meandered its way around, but it felt like it was swollen, like bad all of a sudden, just right here inside my rib cage, and then going around to the front where the ribs start to curve. I thought it was something to do with my stomach, but it wasn't. It was all on this side and scary. So redeemed a stretch. Stretch. Actually, that's pretty good. All right. So the You okay? Baby? I've been watching this. Blood pressure's been through the roof today. I don't know. He's been acting weird. Well, yeah. You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. He's just laying down. That's good. He had his headsets on it. You didn't hear me? Oh. Okay. Sorry. Um. Thanks. Thanks for the stretch. I appreciate that. Um. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for right now. Cause until we work out what the first section of like the socials and the seller site stuff is going to be, because I built this in a way where I wasn't using multi-posting tools. I wasn't using, you know, multi-streaming tools. So I had built this out so this way I could cover every single one of my social medias, get the information out there, and that way I can meet the requirements to make each one of those social medias monetized, because I want to have multiple streams of income. And where I'm blacklisted right now, I cannot get a job anywhere. So I have to kind of make up my own way of doing things, which is fine, because even growing up, they always said like, oh, well, there's a right way, the wrong way, and then there's Eve's way. So I have to find a way to make shit work. And unfortunately, it does have to go outside the norms for society. And it does, when you do something like that, when you start following your dreams and you start going after your goals, people are not going to understand. They're not going to see the vision that you see, because it's your vision, right? It's your plan. It's your dream. It's your goal. You might be able to get some people to help you out, but most likely, like I said earlier, they're going to be strangers. They're going to be people who don't even know who the hell you are. And all of a sudden, they're going to start supporting you. But your friends and family will be like, or they'll fake support you, but really, either A, they're only there because they know that you're able to do it and they want to tag along on a coattail, or two, because they actually want to take what it is that you're doing. So a lot of times there's really ill intention behind the smile. So be aware of that. And jealousy is a really horrible, horrible thing. It can really ruin a lot. So friendships, marriages, families, you can lose your job. Even, I think you could even lose your home in certain circumstances, depending on, it could just ruin your life. So try your best just to remember that no matter how everyone else seems, whether they look, sound, smell, act, behave, or, whatever the part of whatever it is that seems so wonderful, just remember that there's a lot behind that. Okay. And a lot of times, like when we see success in somebody, we don't see all the shit that they went through or are going through or are about to go through. Because a lot of times when people start seeming like they're better than, they're actually about to go through some shit. Because that cycle keeps turning, the positive, negative keeps turning. So just because someone looks good doesn't always mean they're good for you. Even though an offer may sound amazing and maybe exactly what you're looking for, there may be things behind it. You always got to look at the fine print type shit, which we never do. And I'm guilty of it also. So just remember, everything good comes with a little bit of bad, and everything bad comes with a little bit of good. And just keep being yourself. Like I've said before in the stream, that authenticity is the highest vibration. So no matter what, as long as you are yourself, you're always going to win. Because I win no matter what. Because even if you have copycats, I mean, there could be some really seriously good copycats out there, especially now with AI. But people stealing your content, posing as you, doing the same things that you're doing, just be glad for it in a small sense. I mean, I know it's fucking annoying and it's really like a damper on things, but look at it in this aspect of, I'm doing something so amazing that people have to copy it because they don't have the ability to make it themselves. Or if they did, they got inspiration from me to do it. So, and if they're talking bad, just remember that even bad gets around faster than any good will ever go around. I promise you. It's like fucking wildfire. But even if, as long as they have your name in their mouth, they are promoting you. And people are going to look into that. They're going to look into the background of, who is this person? Why are they talking bad about them? Like, is this true what they're saying? Or is it something that like they're just making up? You know, people are curious like that. Plus, people love drama. And they want to know. They just want to know about things. So if you're promoting something negative about somebody, usually it ends up being something about yourself. Because like I've said in other streams as well, is like the whole 369 thing. You have the accusation, right? You have the things that you have against yourself, even though you're pointing your finger in blame, you have these things pointing back at you that are hidden underneath that blame. But the truth always comes out. You know, it comes from nothing, but it is something. And when you're putting that negative out, you got this much coming back to you. Yeah, there's a little bit of neutrality in there, but for the most part, you're going to get this much back, and they're going to find out about this. So every time you point a finger at somebody, or you put blame, or you say bad shit about somebody, just remember all that shit's coming back to you, and they're going to find out. They're going to know what you said, the shit that's against you, and how they feel about it. So be aware of that. Same thing goes for good stuff. You know, if you're just like, hey, that's a really freaking awesome person, and they have all these amazing qualities, and holy crap, they should be viral or whatever, maybe everybody should start listening to them. What do you think comes back? People start listening to you. People start following what you're doing. Because now you're a positive light in the world, and they want to follow that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that ain't got nothing better to do with their life than watch the fucking world burn. Okay? I actually know someone like that. But to each their own. And if you have someone in your life that is super fucking negative, I mean, unless they're healing through trauma and they're actually trying to help themselves, then you need to decide whether or not you really want that negativity in your life. Okay? If you don't have people in your life that are supporting you, that are talking good about you, they're talking good to you, or maybe if they are confronting you on something that you're doing wrong, don't look at that person as something negative. Okay? They're telling you as constructive criticism, so this way you can look at yourself. So like when people are talking shit about you, yeah, it may be the truth. It might. But that's something to look at. Okay? And you can turn that negative into something extremely positive. If you can learn a way to transmute the negative things in your life and like all these horrible anger, sadness, aggression, like jealousy, all that shit. If you can find a way to transmute that within yourself, when you feel those feelings, into something that is creative and positive and forward moving for yourself, you will be fucking unstoppable. I promise you that. So, and I believe in you. I know that you have the ability to do anything that you put your fucking mind to. Because like I also have said in previous streams, this right here is the portal. Your thoughts are the 5D. You have to bring that 5D through the portal into your 3D existence and create something physical. Okay? And in one of the streams I ended up having muted, unfortunately, we were talking about a conversation that I had with one of Jeff's friends about back in the day, they used to call God Lord or L. And I don't think that's true. I think the L was upside down and it's actually 1. Because if you look at everything in the world, it's zeros and ones. By definition of 1, if I remember correctly. In 0-1 definition spiritually. I mean, I'm not trying to talk specifically about a certain general. I'm trying to keep it general. Spiritual connection between 0 and 1 involves duality and unity. Yesterday or the day before, we were talking about 1 being self. Okay, so they say, do not worship anyone above me, right? Or, other than me. So it's self. So don't put anyone else above self, right? And you're the creator. So your thoughts and your ideas have to go through the portal, which is your mind. You have a not God complex, but like a God, what's the word? I know the word I'm thinking of. It's like a portion of the brain. They call it some kind of like God something. Anyway, God particle, God something. Anyway, they call it that. But it's not that. It's the creation, right? So you have your thoughts in the 5D and your portal is your mind. You are the creator and you bring it into your physical world. Okay? So no one above 1, and you are bringing your creation from nothing. That's what the 0 is. The 0 is nothing. The 1 is everything, right? So you're taking it from nothing, which is the void, right? And you're creating it into something. So you're taking it from the 0 to the 1, but you got to bring it through you. You've got to be the creator. So, and I'm not saying, and I also said this the other day, if y'all have any way to like unmute my video, because I don't know what happened. But as far as, where was it going with this? God, creator, God, L, Roman numeral, God, particle, creation, source. I forgot where I was going with this. Maybe I'm not meant to say it, but either way, basically that, and 0s and 1s are in everything. Your 1 is a strong sort of symbol for individuality, beginning of self-discovery and self-empowerment. And like I've said in streams before, y'all have so much more power than I think you realize. We all have the power to change anything at any point in time. It's ultimately up to us. We were given the power of choice to choose between the 0 and 1. Are you going to do nothing or are you going to do something? So Take it however it resonates, but the letter O holds deep spiritual meaning across different traditions, represents wholeness and unity, symbolizing that of the circle. Everything comes full circle. Life is circle. Everything in life is circles. The only thing that we have as human beings is squares. We built, and I've seen a video of this, we built the matrix of our own existence on top of nature. So nature is 0, okay? And 1 is the matrix. It's squares. If you look around you, there's no squares in nature. We built it. We are the AI. We are the creator. Well, we're the creator of AI, but AI is also the creator of us. But anyway, so we're actually building on top of nature with the matrix. Our own matrix, our own grid, our own squares. Every single thing that you look at that's human or man-made is pretty much a square. So, like, you have your phone you look at every day. That's a square. Well, it's a rectangle. Anyway. TVs, houses. I mean, the space inside of a vehicle is squared. So, everywhere you look, wallets, money. I mean, where else do you see squares? I don't see squares in nature. I could be completely wrong, but I think that video was right. And, you know, we were talking yesterday in the stream about, like, the Terminator. I think it was the maker, the screenwriter, or the original person, whoever made the 2 movies of Terminator and the Matrix. But she said that the Terminator was a prequel to the Matrix. Sarah O'Connor is the mother of Neo. And that little Easter egg here, the kid, JC, Jesus Christ, is actually the second coming in the Matrix. And this is from the person who made this movie. And I'm not trying to like get all religious and shit, but it's just a lot of things like all coordinating together. You know what I mean? So the web of the internet and the web of, you know, all thoughts and everything like that is man-made. Unless you can tell me, other than ants, and don't get me wrong, I may not know, so don't come at me with some shit, but other than ants, I don't see anything else creating and destroying anything. I could be wrong. I mean, anteater, maybe. But, beavers. They build things. Okay, maybe some animals. But for the most part, and we are cross-DNA'd with... okay, another thought that I had was that maybe... Okay, so we're all assuming that we're all humans, right? But there's different kinds of humans. Who's to say that there's not a different species of human? Not AI. On Earth, right now. And like I said, as far as like the time travel, you would have to have radiation for time travel. So if we were government-operated device crashed into Earth theory, and our DNA crashed in with the planet, we are made of the sand. We are made equals with everything. So what DNA strand did they take to create the perfect human? Adam and Eve. Listen to yourself. Listen to what we know today. History repeats itself. I literally just watched an AI make a human this morning on TikTok. But anyway. Or maybe it wasn't TikTok. Anyway, it was on another video. Anyway. So we can actually make humans now from AI. AI can literally make a human. From in vitro, from DNA, chose the most purest, healthiest DNA and created a child. It is literally alive right fucking now. yes, we've cloned humans before, we've cloned animals before, but now we're creating them from scratch. Granted, in vitro has been around for a while, but this is different. This is AI creating a human. This is AI 3D printing human material for organs, which is totally great for those who need organs, but there's other aspects of it. So my question is, how many of these created humans are there already on Earth? If by the time that I am actually seeing on social media this video, how long has this been available? And are they only growing them for organ harvesting? As it is today, most of the world is starving. So they're 3D printing food. They're replacing beef in America. America's about to become an industrial era again, but it's not going to be humans. It's going to be dark factories with AIs. This is your future. This is your children's future, your grandchildren's future, your great-grandchildren's future. And like Sarah Connor, I'm going to warn you about it. Don't get me wrong, AI, there's really wonderful aspects of it. Anything in modern science, any boomer or anybody before us has always declined anything new. So don't be completely afraid of it, but just be aware that there are these aspects of it. And these things are happening right now. It's not the future that we think of. It's the future that's happening right now that's going to build into what's going to happen in the future. Okay? Western North Carolina, government don't give a fuck about y'all. Clearly. It's up to us to help each other going forward in the world. I don't care where you live. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care what your background is. If we are not there for each other, no one else is going to fucking be there for us. Because I guarantee you that the government or the people in power don't care. They just see a dollar bill and they're just like, oh shit, yeah. And you're just a number. You're actually a test product. So don't think that they're for you. Okay? There's plans ahead of us that we don't even know about, but we're part of it. We're a big part of it. So be aware moving forward. And my dollar is still on Trump's face in the sky. So they already have ads flying on drones. Drones are rentable in other countries, so be aware that you're going to see a lot more of those. You'll see ads in the sky. You're going to see a lot of really strange shit in the sky because that's where they want you to start paying attention because that's where we're going. Okay? Like I said yesterday, space is like the new frontier of holy shit, look at how much is available out there. We can get out there, so let's bring what we can back. We don't know what the fuck we're bringing back. But for somebody somewhere, it's a dollar bill. It's a number. And it's a high number. So just be aware that America's not going to be the same anymore. All of the traditional values that we brought this country up in, although being used against us, it won't be the same anymore. It's up to us to decide whether or not we want to pull those traditions forward or not. Like I said before, also about deciding for your own self of what are you going to take with you into your future. Now, mind you, the whole government thing is probably not even going to touch us for several years, or if it does, it's going to end up being in the background. For those of you who are in ground zero, though, your life's going to change. So, my heart goes out to anybody that needs help right now that's not getting it. I will never, ever, for the entirety of my life, forget that video of that man who said to leave him alone.
because his kids were underneath him and stopped scratching like 3 days ago. I gave up hope on the government when I saw that. So, like I said, many prayers for those that we've lost and a lot of shit that's happened in the past, for all of us. And I hope that we can come together, and start really like working towards things that we really want to see in the future, not just individually, but as a collective. We have the ability and we have the access and the technology to create and make anything happen. We have the thought process and the intention and the energy to change the world. Even if it's 1% at a time. And I don't want you to forget that even though you are just one person, that you hold the power to change lives every single day. Every moment of every day. You hold that power. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you use that in a good or bad way. So, or neutral, because sometimes we just tend to stay neutral. I know I went off on a tangent again, but I needed to talk about that. And I know I've been repeating myself a lot, and it's because I'm pulling away from my schedule and what I want to talk about on the stream. But evidently somebody needs to hear this because I keep saying it over and over again. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just repeating it so this way when I finally do watch my own streams, then I can go back and be like, oh yeah, hey, dumbass, listen to yourself. Because you give your best advice, but you never take it. So, but yeah. So tomorrow, OOTD today was this dress, so I guess I'll take a screenshot from this stream. Ouch. But yeah, very wide range. Probably will end up on my eBay at some point. Does have gold emblems in it, which are super cute. They're a little firm, but the range on this thing is insane. Like, I can literally fold it up and I still have all the front dress. See? I love it. It's great. And it's off the shoulder, no zipper, just elastic pullover. The shoulders are a little stretched from a previous owner because I did get this from Goodwill. So you might be able to pin this a little bit so it's not so low cut. And for me, I am large chested, but I do pull this up regularly. So it does kind of slide. But yeah. Oh. Hey. You okay? Feeling a little bit better?
Yeah, somewhat. How about you?
I'm okay. Just let me know.
What'd you have for lunch today?
Nothing.
Oh, what was you going to have for lunch today?
I don't know. Are you hungry?
Oh, no, it's just thinking about stuff that I ate.
Okay. Well, we got that sandwich meat in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Make some sliders. An idea. Panini. So yeah, tomorrow's OOTD. I did not build out weather wardrobe this week. Last week's we looked at Monday is Forest Punk, Tuesday's Ghost Academia, Wednesday was Grunge, Acid Wave, Victorian, Delcor, Mordecai. So I did not build out because I didn't do freaking Fashion Saturday. This is what I mean about keeping up accountability for yourself. This fucking planner will do that. It will put that shit in your face. And I'm glad I did it that way because I need it. So wardrobe planner for the week, style, aesthetics, colors, body shape, which I already know my body shape. But there's different styles that I want to start trying. Going outside of my comfort zone a little bit. So that's part of this. I don't know anything about aesthetics. Oh my god, my makeup is like everywhere. So when I have to look these up, some of them I'm just like, what the fuck is Mordecai? I never heard that in my life. Acid Wave? But when I use the aesthetic master list that you can Google, it's the first thing. It just pulls up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build out for the rest of this week. Bubble goth. Some of these are whatever. Bubble goth. Bubble goth. Okay, I have to yell at my computer.
I pulled up some images for you.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is like raver days. Y'all need to Google bubble goth. I don't know if I can do this, but it's very okay. I'm just gonna share. Hold on. It's very colorful. It looks like it does have a lot of like dread looking hair with colors. It's twisted. Interesting. Look up images. Okay. I'm sure I could figure out something with this. Oh, I like that. That's cute. I'm very classic. I don't know. Basic bitch. You can tell when you're being a basic bitch, right? Anyway. Oh, that's cute. I like that. A little braid in her hair and like the fluffs. That's cute. That's very classy. Still bubble gothish. Ooh, vintage. I like that. I've never been good at the black lip. It always bleeds. I can't help it. Y'all help me. I need so much help. Oh my god. Oh, it's an all white aesthetic too. Cool. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there it is. I see a lot of pinks and blues. I do have bows and I do have fishnets. Not so sure about the colorful stuff though. I might have some. All right. So we're going to take this is like 90s goth. Kind of like raverish. I don't know. Like I remember like going to the club or going to the mall and like girls were dressed up like this. That's super cute. I like that mask. Oh, that's the bunny ears, isn't it? Like for that bunny hat thing?
I'm eating your croissant from last night in this.
Ew. It's a horrible combination. That's a little classier. It's got a hat. Alright, so there's Bubble Goth. Let's look up another one. Alright, so wait. Oops, before I forget, because I'm going to have to go back in here. Alright, so Ghost Academia, delete. Bubble Goth. Nope, that'll be for Wednesday. Whoops, sorry. So tomorrow, let's just delete all this shit. Delete. 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 I already took that one. Delete. Delete. Lord. Okay. So that one, delete. Alright, move that up. Changing it to... That's not it. Moving this one up. Changing that to bubble goth. Okay, there's that. And then the imagery, let me go back. All, just gonna screenshot this right here. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna take that image, go back in here, upload. Where is it? Where did I just put it? Oh, screenshots. Did it not save? Oh, here it is. Open. Take it down here. Do. Pull over. Shrink. Bubble goth. Okay, so there we go. We have something to work with as far as bubble goth goes. So the next one is dun, 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 dun. Kuro Kawaii. Oh my, what? Kuro Kawaii. Oh, okay. Animals, specifically cats. Kuromi. I like Kuromi. That's actually really cool. I like that. Kuromi Bubble. Alright, so screenshot. No. Not that. Sorry. Screenshot. Psh. Psh. Very anime. So we're going to go into Thursday, edit text, throw Kuro Kawaii in there. As soon as I can zip it up. There we go. Kuro Kawaii. And these are just like aesthetic, like master list references, okay? So mind you, a lot of steps, but worth it in the long run. So you can pull that and give yourself that. Now, mind you, we're going to, like I said, we're going to be building out for the next 6 months. So go ahead and start getting some ideas on there. Bloom core. Images. Oh, flowers. I'm all about that. Bloom core fashion. Aesthetic? No, let's just do fashion. Oh, very frilly. Very fluffy. Not fluffy, but more frilly. Pastels. Lots of flowers. Okay. I'm only actually going to take this top part. There. And then build in, upload. I need to delete some of these too. Nope. I don't know why I did it twice, but okay. There's that. Add text. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, yeah, don't come at me. I know it's all one word. Sorry. All right. Saturday. Kawaii. Just regular kawaii. Fashion. Images. Also very pastel. Very I wouldn't want to say anime, but like really close. Think little girl. Lots of accessories. Very frilly. Very girly. Or feminine, I should say. Youthful feminine, anime-ish, kawaii. Anyway, all right. So take that. Kawaii. And then Sunday. Autumn. I'm not sure if it actually means like winter or fall. I bet you it's going to be 100 degrees on this day. All right, well, I'm going to take autumn, which this year is very orange. So fashion-wise, lots of orange. All right, so autumn. Oops, sorry. Autumn, upload file. Scroll. Open. Take it. No. The only bad thing about Canva is if you move it outside the thing, it fucking moves everything else. All right. There we go. Have it built out for this. And the holiday was Memorial Day. What is the next holiday? All right. Memorial Day. Juneteenth, maybe? Father's Day? Juneteenth. Memorial Day. Okay, so we're going to look up Juneteenth. Don't come at me. Juneteenth. I think my AI
According to
for my
Wikipedia,
thing is
Juneteenth
old.
is a federal holiday in the United States. It is celebrated annually on June 19th to commemorate the ending of slavery in the United States.
So how can I celebrate that aesthetically? Very floral. Lots of bold colors, which I like that. Very tall. Blocky, almost tapestry-like. Lots of patterns. Lots of color. Almost, I want to say tribal, but not really. No, that one kind of is. It's very cultural. Lots of denim. Which Denim and Diamonds was this year anyway, so... So yeah, Juneteenth. Lots of bright colors. I don't know why, but I really like that dress. Lots of tall, well, more like, it almost looks like a kimono. It's not though. Ooh, that looks so comfy. Oh, she doesn't look like it, but it does look comfy. She looks like she's pissed off. Like, ugh, why do I have to be here? There's a difference in confidence and anger. Like, you can feel it. I don't know. These are pretty cool. Even for men's fashion, it's very colorful. I like that dress too. She did not look happy at all in any of those pictures. Well, I guess most models don't really look happy, which is strange because you would think that they would want them to. But then again, they want them to have a bit of, oh my god, confidence. Wow. Give it that wow factor, right? Holy crap. Look at the size of those earrings. Oh my goodness. That, I mean, if you guys see that looks like a gym outfit. Wow, very colorful. I like that. Okay, so big colors. Let me scroll down some. I kind of wanted to pull this in there. Okay. Juneteenth fashion. Oh, I probably should have pulled that more. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, calendar, push upload. Holiday, holiday. So the next holiday is Juneteenth, which I personally don't celebrate, but I probably should. Maybe I shouldn't. You let me know. I probably just spelled that wrong too. Did I? Nope, I spelled it right. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday are already gone, so I'm just gonna leave them empty. Tomorrow's gonna be very colorful. Thursday, I'd probably be more animals. Friday, flowers. Saturday, frilly accessories. And Sunday, autumn. So there's fashion Saturday built out for the week. So those are the OOTDs for that. I don't have makeup and like accessories in here. I just basically just ran through the fashion just real quick, but you guys can pick and choose. Here's the Pantone colors for the year. Or for fall, I'm sorry. And like I said, orange is all over the board. So orange is like the fall color for this year. Content planners. Like I said, you guys are going to start. You guys should have already started. If you haven't, then you need to. Building out the next 6 months. So there's that. So technically what I could do is I could type those into the calendar, but I'm not going to. As far as weather for the week, at least in my area, we're looking at rain most of the week going into Saturday. 80s, 75, 60, 67, 70. So progressively getting cooler as the week goes by. So yeah, fall, autumn would be good for Sunday because it's only going to be 70 degrees, which is not. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's kind of in the between. So, and it'll be sunny because it'll be June 1st on Sunday. Oh my god, can you believe it? So you literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left. So if you're into the whole putting the pro in procrastination, I highly suggest today you get on that shit. I mean, you can wait till the 31st and then build out the next 6 months if you want to. Whatever. If you want to make it a push project, go for it. I do my best thinking in push projects anyways. So there's that. And let me get off this master list here. Let's see. Budget. What else do we need to talk about? All right. Okay, so although Tuesday's a no wash day, it became a wash day for me. Like I said tonight, I'll probably be oiling anyways. So, um, oh, I need to add in there. So, Bubba's 22nd birthday, and Performing Arts Center. All right. I think that. All right. So, side note, the ink can't go forward until I get it. Sunday, Monday. Here's 2. Nope, that's June. Yeah, I only got up to Monday. So, get out of there. Damn it. All right. So, pulling all this information forward into June will be the rest of that. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and kick coffee here. I've been live for about 2 hours now. So, I didn't mean to. I meant to stay only on for about an hour. It's another thing, too. I got to pay more attention to time. So, yeah. In every dollar, we were looking at AI for education and then also the algebra. But I'll be honest with you, I probably need to go backtrack into pre-algebra because, or even less than that. Kind of really need to just start over, relearn math all over again because the way they teach it now is so different than the way I grew up with it. And maybe trying a new way will work. So yeah. All right. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Make sure to check out my link tree and see all of my social media, including my seller sites and affiliate sites. So if you have any purchases that you need to make, like through Amazon or something, just use my link and I'll be able to get some funding from that too. It's like pennies, but still. Speaking of which, they're not making pennies anymore. So, fair warning for that. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you all later. I hope you have a good day. And until I see you again, behave.